Good day everyone. We will be making activity 1.4.7 Configure router interfaces. First, we need to put our name. Objectives of this activity are configure IPv4 addressing and verify its connectivity. Configure IPv6 addressing and verify connectivity. Routers R1, okay, as can be seen in the network, R1 and R2 each have two LANs, so they have two separate LANs. Your task is to configure the appropriate addressing on each device and verify connectivity between the LANs. Note that the user exec password is Cisco, and here can be seen here lowercase Cisco, and the privilege exec password is class. Instructions: configure IPv4 addressing and verify connectivity. So we will start with step 1. Assign IPv4 addresses to R1 and LAN devices. Referring to the addressing table, which can be found above, this is the addressing table. This is where we get our IP addresses. Configure IP addressing for R1 LAN interfaces, PC1 and PC2. So we will start with R1. To configure R1, just click the router and open CLI and press enter. So the password is this lowercase Cisco. Okay, Cisco, and press enter and type EN, and for this one the password is class. Type class. So after entering class, the first we will configure term conf term. So the first interface that we will be configuring is interface type int g0/0. So for this one, interface g0/0, and press enter. Upon entering, we will type the IP address. Note that the we should base our IP address in the addressing table. So type IP address and put the IP address that can be seen in the table. So next, it's subnet mask. Since it has it is 25 in the prefix, so 255.255.255.128. After typing the subnet mask, press enter and type no shut down. So we finished assigning IP address on the interface G0/0. So we will be configuring the interface G0/1. So type exit and press enter. After typing exit, we should type the next interface that we'll be configuring. So interface, or type int G0/1. Press enter. Same procedure. We'll assign IP address for this. IP address. So the prefix is 25. So its subnet mask is the same with G0/1. So 255.255.255.128. Press enter and type no shutdown. Upon entering no shutdown, press enter and exit. So after assigning IP address on G0/0 and G0/1, we are done configuring our router. So we'll now configure our PC. So to configure PC1, click PC1 and click desktop and IP configuration. So since it is IPv4, we will be typing in IPv4 address. So for PC1, the IP address can be found in the addressing table. Make sure that the IP address that you used is in the addressing table. So we can paste the IP address. The subnet mask is auto-generated. So we will be altering subnet mask. So 255.255.255.128. So for the default gateway, since there's a given default gateway from the addressing table, so this default gateway is from, this is where we based from G0/0, or here, this is the G0/0 LAN. So we will be using its IP address as default gateway for PC1. So after configuring PC1, we'll be configuring PC2. So to configure PC2, it has the same procedure as PC1. Copy the IP address or type it based on the addressing table, and subnet mask is also generated, so we have to alter it. .128. So we should put a default gateway. So the default gateway for PC2 is interface G0/1. So this LAN will be the default gateway for PC2. Oops. The default gateway is this one. Okay, after assigning the default gateway, it's done. So to check the to verify its connectivity, PC1 should ping PC2, so ping 172.16.20.138. So since it can ping PC2, we should ping the dual stack server, ping 64.100.1.10. Okay, so our configuration was successful. We will be moving to part 2. Configure IPv6 addressing and verify connectivity. So we'll start with step 1. Assign IPv6 addresses to R1 and LAN devices. So in R2 or router 2 here, it has the same procedure with R1. The only difference is that we will be using IPv6 address. So to configure R2, click R2, router 2, and open command line interfaces. Press enter. Same procedure. So the first password is Cisco, and type en, and password is class. Next we will be configuring terminal. So type conf term, and we will start with interface G0/1. So int G0/1. I'm sorry. We'll start with G0/0. So I'm sorry. We'll start with interface G0/0. Enter. In assigning IP address for IPv6, we have to specify that it is IPv6. So type IPv6 address. So in the addressing table, just copy the IP address including the /64, paste, or you can type it manually. Press enter and type no shutdown. Press enter and exit. So next we will be configuring interface G0/1. So type int G0/1. Same procedure with R2. Same procedure with G0/1. IPv6 address. Copy the IP address and paste. Press enter and type no shutdown. Enter and exit. So after configuring R2, you should configure PC3. So open PC, click PC3, click desktop and IP configuration. Same procedure with with PC1 and 2, but we will be using IPv6 address. So we should copy the IP address. Take note with the /64, it should be typed here. So the /64 should be here. 64. So its default gateway is paste. PC3 is done. It's configuration, so we will configure PC4. Same procedure with PC3. Copy the IP address, paste it, and type 64. Copy its default gateway, and to test if our configuration with R2 is working, or to verify its connectivity, should ping PC4 2001 colon BB8 colon C0DE colon 13 double colon A. So PC3 can ping PC4. Next, we should ping PC3 should ping the dual stack server. Ping 2001 colon DB8 colon C0DE colon 1 double colon A. Wait. Oh. The IP address is of dual stack server is wrong, so we will ping again. Ping 2001, I'm sorry, 2001 double colon DB8 double colon 100, not C0DE, it's 100 colon 1 double colon A. So as you can see, it can ping the dual stack server. So that's pretty much it. It's done. That's all with activity 1.4.7. Thank you for watching.